Howdy folks, and welcome to my review of the CRG Hindsight Lanesplitter bar end mirrors on my 2018 Moto Guzzi V7III Stone. I'm a real big fan of these mirrors. I've actually had them on the Moto Guzzi almost since new, about 9,000 miles now. And I found them to be quite practical, very functional, and quite stylish. So I would recommend the product, and I understand why CRG sells so many of them. There's lots and lots of bar and mirrors out there, and there's lots of great options. The things I think that CRG does right, and they do several things really right with these, are some of the cool features that it has. So first of all, on the lane splitter mirrors, the feature that gives them the name, which is the fact that the mirror can be folded in. If you're lane splitting, or if you're just parking the bike, or if you happen to bump up against something, these mirrors will fold in and avoid further damage. I will tell you that I actually crash tested these mirrors as well on the other side, and they've held up quite admirably. I'll show you all how that looks like here towards the end of the video. The next feature I think that is really great about these is the convex glass on the mirrors, which really broadens your field of vision. So not only are these mirrors a little bit more outboard, therefore giving you a better field of vision, but also the shape of the mirrors helps with the elimination of blind spots. And actually I think even though these are quite small, they actually help eliminate your blind spots. So I think that's even a safety feature of these things. The next thing is the mirror itself is rubber mounted inside its frame. And while on a Moto Guzzi, which is essentially designed to vibrate, it doesn't eliminate all the blurriness from the mirrors. It does a pretty admirable job with them. And so I think that those three features really make this bar and mirror stand out and make it a really practical addition to my motorcycle. I also find them quite stylish. If you look at them from this side, they have a really nice look. This is also a CRG mount that I've used. I think it all looks quite well, and on the bike itself it actually looks quite good. Here's a quick view from the other side, and let me get you guys a view of the motorcycle as a whole. With them on there, I think it actually fits quite well. As I mentioned earlier, I got to crash test these. I had a low side here to the left, and so these mirrors this mirror right here actually went down with the bike and with the previous handlebars on it. And if you look at it right here, you see a few scratches, a little bit of road rash. It wasn't a very high speed crash, but it was decent. The bike slid a decent distance, and it held up really well. The other thing is that the glass never broke, and so I think the rubber mounting did its job there. And overall, the quality of the product was really good. All the hardware is still the same, except for the way it's secured to the bar, because I changed down to the bar. But everything else held up quite well. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I would recommend the product. And let me hop on the bike real quick so you guys have a perspective of how they look like on the bike from the riding perspective. And so as you can probably see, they are quite a bit outboard. And so if there's a disadvantage to bar and mirrors, besides potentially crashing them, is that they you have to essentially adjust the way you ride to develop a habit to look at them, because not like the factory mirrors, which sits about right here, these are a little bit more further outside of your field of vision. So you have to make sure that you look in that direction in order to see what's behind you. But I think if you're a seasoned rider and a safety conscious rider, that you probably are if you're watching this channel, then you already do that. So with that, I would say once again, I would recommend the product. It's held up really well. It's crashed well. I find it very functional. I find it very stylish. Overall, a great addition to my bike, and money well spent. I hope this was useful to you all. If it was, I appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription. If there's any questions I can help answer, please don't hesitate to ask them below. And I hope I see you all in the future videos. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.